Hi everybody, it's me, Jordan here, and today I'm going to talk about dealing with my lawyer. Or dealing with Wolfram Hart. Now, a lot of people know that there are expensive law firms, well-known law firms, and some are not well-known. Some of them that got their bought commercial time on various television networks and radio networks, and others that didn't. Now, Jordan said, some people might say, well, Jordan, I never knew that you had one. Well, yeah, of course. My mother, Asian Shine, my mother's a client. And they helped her against a slander case against her Asian Chinese restaurant a long time ago. And by default, I was hired on as a client too. But this is basically what my lawyer gets frustrated with me with. Not that I don't pay the service fees each month, because I certainly do that. It's because I only use it to get myself out of legal problems, not to start other legal problems for others. I'll give you an example how this might be like. Let's say, for example, Jordan said it's copyright infringement claim, let's say with YouTube or Daily Motion or whatever. It might go like this. But Jordan, those people uploaded your videos onto YouTube and Daily Motion without your permission, without your consent. They infringed it upon your copyright. They distribution things without your permission. Look, Jordan says, it's my copyright, right? And I choose not to reinforce it. So I'm not going to go on YouTube and Daily Motion and file a copyright infringement claim. Okay? If they want to infringe upon my copyright, I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm the one that keeps on renewing my copyright every year. I'm the one that paid the fee with the United States Copyright and Trademark Office to trademark my stuff, not them. So at the end of the day, I know who really owns my stuff, and I don't need to reinforce it by going on YouTube and Daily Motion and reporting copyright infringement. Oh, God. And Jordan says, you might think that a lot of lawyers would get frustrated with having clients like that. But that's not necessarily true. Because then, Jordan said, comes another thing that some people might use their lawyers for. If it's not representing them in federal, state, county, and local court, if it's not protecting their legal rights, or helping them when it comes to making wills or final, or helping them with contract negotiations, or making contracts, or reviewing contracts with them, that's another thing, Jordan says, then my lawyer gets really upset with me. I will buy the most cheapest contract that they can make. Now, some people say that it is very expensive, and that's true. So I usually go with the cheapest form. The contract where if one gets terminated, one has to pay a fine or a fee or whatever they want to call it. And to tell you the truth, Jordan said, I don't reinforce that. So one time, it might go like this. Jordan, what do you mean you don't want to reinforce that? I just want to get the contract made. It's the cheapest contract that your firm charges a cheap fee for making. Okay, I have no intentions of reinforcing the fine clause in any contract that I give any of my employees, Jordan says. I mean, it is my choice. If I don't want to reinforce it, I want to reinforce it. Sometimes I don't understand you, Jordan. I don't understand you either sometimes. Sometimes I think that the lawyer and the paralegal or whatever, I think he has this conversation with one of his colleagues at Wolfram Hart. I think it goes down something like this. You know, Gerald, that Jordan's crazy. I mean, she doesn't like to have her copyright and her copyright doesn't like to file copyright claims on YouTube and Daily Motion when people infringe on her copyright. She doesn't like reinforcing any, fine clauses or in her contracts when she makes them for her employees. Sometimes I don't understand her. It's like she only hires me just to get her out of legal problems, not start legal problems for others. Well, geez, Henry, I can't really tell you. I mean, she pays the service fee on time, and she hasn't done anything to abuse the privilege. Okay, but sometimes I wish that she would be more gung ho, and sometimes she would use me to protect her rights. Or she would use me to do this. You mean you actually wish that Jordan would actually want to sue someone? You're saying you actually wish that Jordan would actually, want to file a copyright infringement claim on YouTube or Daily Motion? No, but sometimes I think she's not using me to my full, not using Wolfram Hart to their full potential. Yeah. That might be true, but as long as the client isn't doing anything legally wrong or abusing the privilege, we don't really can't have an opinion of what they are doing, right? Guess you're right. So that's about it with me, Jordan says, and I'll see you all later. No, before I go, Jordan said, before I go. And that's probably the truth. I'm probably that unstereotypical law firm client that probably only uses the law firm to get themselves out of legal problems and never uses the law firm to make legal problems for others, and usually makes the lawyers and the paralegals and everybody else that works there wonder if they're ever going to use us to make legal problems for others. Is he ever going to use her for anything beyond making contracts or wills? Because that's pretty much it. You might wonder if I'm going to use them for anything else beyond those two things. Well, that's it. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you later.